What-ho, chaps, how the devil? Just a quick one today. Something that I was prophetic about, but let's be honest, don't really deserve any credit for that, do you? It was more obvious than a particularly tall ginger Norwegian marching through the villages in Hainan province, China. Right, it was obvious. And I just wanted to bring attention to it because the apparently sensible people on Twitter, i.e. the small percentage of people that are centrist and right-wing, how so many of them were quick to take this as a win. For example, Ron here said, head of video at Novara then and now. It's not censorship when a private company decides to remove you from their platform. You don't have an inalienable right to a Twitter account. And then whoopsie, a year later, whether or not you agree with what we publish, it shouldn't be the whim of giant tech companies to delete us overnight with no explanation. No shit, Gary. But unlike you, we at least have been consistent in our message. Have we not? This one was pretty funny. Obviously, idiots like Dan Wootton. Again, I don't dislike Dan Wootton, but he's just so tepid. It's like, they don't do this for you, Dan. Dan, if YouTube sent 10 mercenaries round your house to shoot your dog and then gang rape you on the kitchen floor, nobody on the left would complain about it. If Google paid the US Air Force to strafe GB News HQ with an A-10 tank buster, the left would laugh about it. So what are you wasting your time for, pissing and whinging at YouTube? Yes, I understand we're trying to be consistent. I'm consistent. I didn't say it was a good thing that Novara Media got shut down because I knew what was going to happen. But there's no need for all of the conservatives and the right-wingers to start mobbing on YouTube just to prove how consistent they are. It's a bit stupid. They don't care about censorship. They promote censorship. They like it when you get censored. They like it. So just do what I did. Quietly condemn it. Don't get all over Twitter and Facebook and Google to join in the mob just to make yourself look reasonable. It doesn't get you anywhere. And the lunatics that run Silicon Valley and YouTube and Google and Facebook were never going to leave Novara off the air anyway, which is the point I'm getting to now. Obviously, I posted this before they got their account reinstated. Unlike everybody anywhere near the centre, Novara are full-blown communists, YouTube will reverse the decision and reinstate their channel. This is pure theatre to keep up the pretense of impartiality and mistakes when then everyone knows YouTube are biased and partisan. Yes, I called it. Of course, the obvious occurred. They do this periodically. YouTube say they make mistakes because it allows them to censor even high-profile figures. Republican senators, conservative MPs, anybody who's a reasonable person and not a deranged left-wing activist. Yeah, they do this so that when they delete or ban these people to take the wind out of the sails because they say something accurate and deeply resonates with people and it goes viral, they delete the post and ban the person for 24 hours to suck the wind out the sails. It's happened to me loads of times. Quora was really bad for it. This deleted answer about Sweden being destroyed by immigration, it racked up 16 or 17,000 upvotes in about 2 weeks. Then it got deleted. Then it got reinstated and half the upvotes had disappeared. So at this point, I just deleted it myself out of spite. They do it to take the wind out your sails. That's why they do it. So the reason this occurs is so when they fuck over people like Rand Paul or Ted Cruz or Donald Trump, they can go, oh, we don't take sides. It's an accident. No, Jack Doorstop committed perjury and he should be showering with his soap on a chain because Bubba wants to get in him. Right? Jack Doorstop is a liar and a perjurer. This is why YouTube, Google and Facebook occasionally ban left-wing channels for about 12 hours and then let them back. Oops, oh yeah, mistakes happen, like with Rand Paul, one of his posts goes viral. Whoops, whoops-a-daisy. It was theatre. It was pure theatre, and it was always going to be pure theatre. Novara Media will not get taken down. Sky News, Channel 4. Channel 4 is absolute dross. They lie like a cheap naffy watch, but they can do it with impunity. Because they support the communist fucking revolution, right? It's lunacy. ISIS can post on Twitter more freely than I can. Those of you that thought it was some sort of win for common sense really should give your heads a shake. We are calling, the people have spoken, lol. Of course they wouldn't stay offline, because Ash has all the power. Ash loves to gloat and use racial slurs all the time. These people are awful, but they have all the power, and you have none. So to sum up, 2 points. 1, we've already got the moral high ground. Please don't go all balls to the wall to assist communists, because they're a murderous, dangerous lot. Quietly condemn it and don't get involved. Going balls to the wall, signing petitions and lobbying YouTube when these people would nail you to the floor if they had half a chance is the absolute definition of stupidity. Yeah, so there's 1 point. And secondly, you don't need to get involved anyway, because they were always going to have the channel reinstated. All of Silicon Valley are openly hostile to freedom of speech, centrist and right of centre people who actually care about the tenets of liberalism. We've already lost. It's got to get much, much worse before it gets better. And as you should know, the people that speak the truth are the ones who get lashed the most aggressively, which tells you something about why Novara media wasn't even off the air for more than 12 hours. They are the establishment, and we are, to use their own shit term, the resistance. And just to finally nail the point home about who is the new ruling class, Ash Sarkar went to a selective grammar school and has an undergraduate and a master's degree in English literature from University College London. The angry Bootneck has got a few GCSEs from the worst fucking school on planet Earth. It was on fire 200 days a year. There's UN tents giving out food parcels on the tennis courts, for fuck's sake. So I think point proven, right? They're the elites, they're the ruling class, we are the resistance. So stiffen those lips, boys and girls. It's gonna get much, much worse before it gets better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at 7 PM. Cheers.